from the end, I'ma do some Madonna. Rockin' Dolce and Gabbana. I'm on a mission, so no competition, yeah. You fuck up my vision, yeah. Now you can't run, cause these niggas be snitching. All in your business like they some little bitches. Well, baby, I'm just out here living good. Ain't got the time to play no game, no way. Ay. And baby, I'm just out here living good. And stack that paper till I'm blue in the
What's up, everybody? Here's another episode of Here's Thing Podcast, y'all. Coming live from Cordova, Tennessee, y'all. I got a special guest in the building. I got Big HennDogg in the building, y'all. What's up, Henry? What's up?
What's up?
Oh, yeah, man. How you feeling?
Man, I'm doing pretty good.
Oh, man. Look, man. Ooh, we in the Cowboys cave, y'all. The Cowboys man cave, man.
Yep,
How long did it take you to do this?
Oh, man. About 10 years.
About 10 years?
Yeah.
You ain't gave
like
up on them yet?
No, I ain't gave up on it yet.
You ain't gonna give up on them?
No, sir. I've been born, but hey, I was born with them.
You were born with them?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. Make some noise. Make some noise for Big Hen, y'all. Hey, so we're going to talk about this thing right here, man. We're going to talk about you 58 years old. Man, you still in good shape, man. You be, 59 when?
October 10th.
October 10th, man. That's what's up. Yeah. Tell the listeners, man, a little bit about yourself, who you are and where you from and kind of what you do.
Well, I'm 59 years old. I'm from Walker Homes. Presently, I'm driving a truck. I have 2 kids, 2 grown kids. My daughter is 38. My son is 28. I have 3 grandkids. I have a beautiful wife.
All right, make some noise for that.
And I'm just trying to live life and trying to stay as healthy and fit as I can. I could do a little better, but
man,
it is what it is.
Hey, but look, man, we're gonna get into it. Like, I know being a truck driver, it's kind of hard trying to stay in shape and everything. What's some of the things that you do to stay healthy and stay in shape at your age?
Well, at my age, I just try to, come up and at least work out 3 days a week, do me some bench press, do me some, work out on my weights. Just I got a weight room that I do me a little bench press, a little back. I do a full body exercise about 3 days a week. So therefore, if I miss anything, with my schedule that I have, if I miss anything, at least I've gotten, some kind of workout at least 3 days a week. Or sometimes, I try to get at least about 4 days in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man, you got a real good, nice workout there, man. Hey, y'all go check us out on my YouTube page, man. Man, we were getting it in, man.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, they can see us getting it in, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, on a daily basis, you work out like 3 times a day, right? Is eating healthy at the same time, is that good for you? Like, is there something good?
Oh, of course. You gotta, if you want to change, if you want to change your lifestyle, you gotta change your eating habits just as well.
Right.
You got to try to cut out all the carbs and it's just try to tighten up. Biggest thing is trying to cut off the sugar.
Yeah.
Everything that we eat now got sugar in it. So, you try to cut back on your sugar, you try to cut back on your sodium.
Right.
And just try to do a little better. Stay away from that processed food. That's one of the biggest things.
Okay. So do you have your own daily routine that you follow?
Yeah. I try to follow as far as my daily routine, I just, like I said, I work out 3 days a week. So on the days that I work out, I like I said, I do a full body workout. So I just try to every day that I work out, I just try to do something different on the same body parts.
Yeah.
Chest, back, shoulders, legs, triceps, biceps, but just do a little something different each day.
Right.
To try to hit a different muscle.
Right.
Since I don't really have a lot of time to work out 5 days a week like I really want to.
So I know that at those gas stations and everything, they really don't have a lot of good, healthy food that be in the gas station. So do you meal prep throughout the week? Do you take your lunch, or how you do that?
Well, I take my lunch because those gas stations will give you a heart attack.
Sure will. Them hot dogs and potato
Yeah.
chips, big cans of Skittles and M&Ms and stuff like that.
Exactly. So I just try to, I just try to take, home cooked meals
Right, right,
with
right,
me, and I give me a rest area or whatever. I warm my food up or whatever, and just try to stay like that.
right, right, right.
Mhm.
So, being a truck driver, man, is it very challenging? Well, first of all, how long you been driving trucks?
I've been driving trucks since 2006. Well, actually, I started driving. I got my CDL in 2006,
Okay.
but I've been driving much longer than that. I just, took it serious in 2006 because I got tired of doing what I was doing,
Right, right.
and just decided to do something different. And so since 2006.
Since 2006.
Mhm.
Okay. So what's been some challenging things that that's you've been on the road? Like what's been challenging? What's been the most challenging as being a truck driver?
Man, some of the most challenging things is the weather.
Oh yeah. Oh
As
yeah.
far as being out,
Whew.
on the road when it's tornadoes,
Yeah, we just got
high winds,
Yeah.
I drive and I pull doubles.
You put them doubles, right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So, pulling those doubles, man, you gotta have some weight in those trailers
Right, right.
to try to hold you down.
Yeah, man, most definitely. Cause you pull hazmat materials as well, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Pull hazmat. Yeah. I
Yeah,
do. Pull
hazmat, all
Mhm.
that kind of stuff. So,
Mhm.
man, I know here recently that you kind of had a bad accident, man. Well, like that was very terrifying to you. Did you want to give up on trucking at one point?
Well, yeah, I can't really talk too much
Right.
on that because it's still in process.
Right,
But when that situation happened, I was I ran into some fog,
Hmm.
and from there everything kind of went downhill because another truck driver hit
Yeah.
me, and but I mean it was a lot of it was some fatalities in that accident, and there was a lot of people got hurt, and I got hurt, and so that was a real scary moment.
Right, right.
I had never been in a accident, with an 18-wheeler.
Hmm.
So, that was a real scary moment and a real challenging situation because, of what was going on. You just really had to be there to see it.
Right, right. Man.
Mhm.
Hey, so moving right along, man. Well, first of all, man, glad you alive, that you came out of it. Man, glad to see you here. Oh, man, look, let me ask you a question. Throughout the years, have you seen any of them, what they call them lot listers out there? Are you ran across any of them lot listers out there? Have you
No,
seen any of them?
well, actually, I really haven't.
Yeah.
I've heard of it from some of the older from some of the old
They
heads.
don't went on strike.
Yeah.
It's too high. They too
Yeah,
high. It cost of living too high.
Yeah. I guess because I haven't been, I guess over the road drivers see more of that
Mm-hmm.
because they stay in more places
Right, right.
overnight. For what I do, just meet and turn. We don't really have a lot of time, to sit. But I'm quite sure I know they out there because hey,
Right, right,
the
right.
old heads say they out there, so they out there.
Okay, okay. Hey,
Mhm.
so we're gonna get right into this thing, man, because this the
Mhm.
Here's the Thing podcast, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna get right into it, man. We finna load it up. We
Come
finna
on.
do it, man. Hey,
Yeah.
so I got a question for you, man.
All right.
Women say truck drivers are the worst to date. Being married, how do you feel about that theory?
Well, I think it's all depends on the truck driver and who he's married to. Hey, person gonna do what they want to do,
Right, right.
regardless of if they married or not.
Yeah.
So, I don't think truck driving got nothing to do with being married and being faithful or whatever. If a man want to be faithful, he gonna be faithful.
Yeah, yeah. That's true.
If truck driving is just a job. It don't determine how faithful you're gonna be. If you're gonna be faithful, if you're gonna be unfaithful, you could be unfaithful at home.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
that's
you ain't
true.
got to be out on the road to be unfaithful.
Right.
So,
So man, some men say, I heard a man say one time, every time he go on the road, his grass cut. But when he come back off the road, it ain't cut. So, I mean, I don't get that one, man. I don't get that one, man. So something going on with that situation, wasn't it?
yeah, that's something
Something
going
going on with that. So look, all right, so you go some guys be gone 2-3 weeks at a time, a month at a time, man. I know it get lonely out there though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey, how do a man stay faithful?
Well, a man stay faithful, from the woman that he married to. It's got to be some communication. If that woman, love her husband, then she gonna call him and check on him, and he gonna call her and check on her.
Right.
And if it's a level of commitment, then he gonna hold her down until he get home to his wife.
True. Yeah.
His wife, his woman, or whoever, but it just depends on that person.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, have you ever thought about becoming an owner operator or anything like that?
Yeah, I did a couple of times, but I think a couple of times I kind of let a couple of people talk me out of it.
Yeah.
And just talking to different owner operators, their experiences and everything, and and not allowing myself to hear what God was telling me.
Right.
When you don't listen to what God tell you and you listen to what everybody else tell you, then you have a tendency to not pursue your dreams.
Right. Yeah. So, with that being said, man, what are some home remedies you can share to men who desire to get back in shape and stay healthy?
Some home remedies that I can share.
You sure do be cooking a lot of stuff up and down there, man. I don't know what you be cooking up, man. God, dog, you be cooking up a lot of stuff down there, man. Every time I come down there, man, you cooking something up. Hey, man, try some of this right here.
Yeah.
I said, oh no, man.
Well, I mean, I guess it all depends on, what they what issues the man having. But one thing I would say is, as far as men as truck drivers and and wanting to get their health together, is cut back on the fried food.
Right.
Cut back on the fried food. Try to take in more vegetables.
Yeah.
Try to take in more boiled. If you can take in more boiled or baked, baked meats or whatever. Take in some supplements.
Yeah.
Me myself, I do a lot of sea moss.
Yeah, that sea moss, man. You had that stuff, man. That sea moss, I don't know what that is, man.
Yeah.
Like something out the sea, man. I can't eat that stuff, man.
Well, it is out the sea.
Yeah, it is. It looks like it smells like it did too. Yeah. So yeah, man. Sea moss, okay.
Yeah.
Go to the sea moss.
Yeah.
And what else?
But sea moss, take in some supplements like some get them in some magnesium, some vitamin D.
I hear that, ladies. Vitamin D.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Gotta have the vitamin D.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, get them in some vitamin C.
Yeah.
And the most things, just the biggest thing that'll help a truck driver out is just doing better with their diet.
Right.
You can take all the supplements you want to. I don't care what you take, but if you can take all these supplements, but if you don't put the diet in with it, the supplement does no good. Man. So you got to change your way of eating, and and try to eat more cleaner.
Right.
I understand that over the road truck drivers, they there's a lot of fried stuff out there, but a lot of over the road drivers, they can take their own stuff.
Yeah.
Just as well.
Yeah.
Important
is also sleep. Got to get that sleep.
Exactly.
Got to get that sleep, man. Got to get
at least get at least at the minimum at least 6 hours.
Right.
Yeah, at least 6 hours.
Right. Yeah.
Uh,
So look, man, we're gonna switch gears here for a minute, man. You
Okay.
being a 58-year-old man. I mean, I know you done seen a whole lot
mhm,
throughout these times, man.
mhm.
I mean, what you seeing right here, what's going on in the world now, man? What's your take on what's going on?
Mm.
With everything, man, all these killing, mass shootings at schools and things, man. Like, I mean,
Well,
Memphis. Whew, I don't know what's going on.
well, I think my take is, it goes back when they took God out of school.
Right, right,
You
yeah,
know, when they first introduced that bill, no prayer in school.
right,
Then when you take God out of a situation, He say, okay, well, I'm gonna see how you gonna handle this.
right.
So they took God out of school years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
know,
did.
and when they took God out of, they took prayer. I put it this way: they took
Yeah,
they took prayer out of school.
Yep.
Then they turn around and say, well, you can't whoop your child. They took
Yeah,
discipline.
Yeah, that
They
discipline.
they
Yeah,
not only took discipline out of the school, but they took discipline out of the house.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Sure
you
let your
can't
finger-
whoop your
yeah,
own
you can't whoop-
kids.
No, you go to
can't
jail.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't discipline your own kids.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
when they started doing that, when you think back, that's when things start getting bad.
Mm-hmm.
You can't take God out of nothing
Right. No.
and discipline out of nothing
Right.
and think that it's still going to be a good thing, because it ain't gonna be good.
Yeah.
So with all of this, all of this, these recent carjackings,
Man, that's going up, man. I'm talking about, and these kids are young, man.
they're young.
They starting at what, 12, 13 years old.
But see, the thing about it, 95% of them don't have a daddy in their home.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
So do you hold the parents accountable, or do you hold the children accountable?
I hold the government accountable.
Elaborate on that. Why do you say that?
Well, when you go back to the 80s,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
We're going back, y'all.
yeah, and they took when they introduced, I put it this way, when they introduced food stamps, and it's going to go back before the 80s, but when they introduced food stamps,
Mm-hmm.
welfare to our people,
Right.
but so our women was like, okay, cool, we finna get a check, we finna get food stamps from the government,
Mm-hmm.
so that's something I ain't got to worry about. But they told them, hey,
They had that man in
the
the house.
kid is, hey, you can't have no man in the house.
That boy messed up.
So that's where they proceeded to start,
Yeah.
that's when they brought the drugs. They brought all the drugs in. They infiltrated all of the black communities with the drugs.
Right. Right.
So now you got food stamps, you got welfare, you got drugs, you got guns.
Man, them gun laws is crazy, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, these gun laws is crazy.
Yeah.
So,
So
like,
they go ahead.
no, because when they had, like, to me in Memphis, before they had like open carry in Memphis,
Right.
the crime was pretty much down. It wasn't at the
Right.
all time high it is now.
Right.
So when they opened up that open carry law, that's when the crime to me spiked up.
Well, the crime was already there,
Mhm.
basically, but with the open carry law, it just opened it up that much more.
Right. Right.
It's just like you got a sweet potato, you split it down the middle and you open it up a little bit, but then somebody say, okay, well, I want some more, so you open the sweet potato all the way up.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just a general analogy.
Yeah. Right. Right.
So with what's going on now, it's something that's already been there,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just and then now you got these democratic states that's saying, okay, well, we're not gonna charge, put the charges on what we were used to as far as the bails is concerned.
Right. Right.
Well, see, a lot of that comes from this Black Lives Matter stuff.
Yeah, I don't believe in that, man.
Yeah,
because
if you think about it, here within the past 3 to 5 years, Black Lives Matter, since George Floyd, Trayvon Martin. You
Right.
know, we go back to Trayvon Martin.
Oh, but for the record, I believe in that Black Lives Matter. I just don't
Mhm.
believe in the organization
Right,
of the Black Lives Matter. So I
Right.
do believe that Black lives does matter.
right,
So I just want to clear it up.
right. Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, hey, we Black people.
Right, right.
So, you know, but when you go back to, I say back as far as Trayvon Martin and everything that Black Lives Matter movement started,
Mm-hmm.
well, you know, all these states began to say, you know, you had all of the shootings of the black man, you know, unarmed black man. You got, you know, the media showing all of the black faces that's been shot or
Right,
killed, or men that's been killed, you know, unarmed.
right.
So now, quite naturally, you know, now you're gonna get a ruckus out of the black people. Oh man, they just only the shooting the black people. They just only, but see, that's what the media does.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they know how to mind control. So, you know, now you mind control this narrative that, hey, just all of the black people getting shot by the white cop.
Yeah, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? The white cop only shooting the black people, but they wasn't showing the white cop shooting the white people.
Right, yeah, yeah.
You see what I'm
Statistics show that
saying?
the FBI statistics show that white cops kill more of their own than they do
Exactly.
of us. They only show just the. I mean, how many police shootings like black a white officer killing a black police officer? You see that once every blue moon. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So what I look at it is we talk about the black community and things like that. Like, but I feel like before we try to go somewhere else and talk about making changes, I feel like we need to make changes in our own community.
Right.
You know, I mean, who really gonna listen to it? They're gonna be like, what y'all doing? Y'all killing each other.
Exactly.
We doing their job for us, you know?
But the thing about it is that that's what we see on a daily basis. So that's programming.
Right.
You know, if that's all they show is that blacks killing blacks, then they programming us to believe that that's all that's happening.
Right, right.
You know, not to say that you know, that anything else is going on.
Right.
You know.
So do you believe it like the poverty got something to do with it?
Oh, of course. It's been a system. You know, it's been a system since Jim Crow.
Right.
You know, since slavery. When our ancestors came out of slavery, then okay, they say, well, y'all free. Okay, so then they came up with Jim Crow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so Jim Crow turned around and put actually us back into slavery, but just in a different way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because Jim Crow said, okay, well, you can't go over here and drink with the white kids. You can't go and drink the same fountain out of the same fountain with the white people. You got to stay over here with the black people. You can't go to the same school as the white. You got to go to the school with the black. You know, Jim Crow, you know, was segregation.
right, right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I mean, a lot of people say, you know, racism, man. I think racism, to me, is so embedded into the world, man. Into I think it's classism. It's going to a thing where it's classism because the middle class is really being obsolete right now. It's either going to be the rich or you're going to be the poor. Yeah, because the middle class what really kept the communities in the world rolling, and so
Right.
it's like they trying to wipe that out.
Yeah, well, the thing about racism is that to me, I mean, racism, we're racist against our own people, our
Yeah.
own color.
Man, I promise you, I be saying the same thing.
You know, we hate our own color.
Right.
You know,
But why is that? Like, man, if you get into a fight, man, you wanna stump them out. You wanna kill them. You wanna like why? Like I don't understand that.
well, that's kind of been, you know, I can't go back that far or pull up no scripture or whatever, but that's kind of been before. That's been way back, you know, in the days of Moses and everybody, you know, and you go back and you read the Bible, you look at, look at the First Kings, you look at Deuteronomy and all that, and you know it wasn't called racism then; it was called war.
Mhm.
You know, you had different tribes going to get this tribe because you know we was the first people of this earth.
Right.
So you know we was the first people of this earth. We were black people. Then you know, and back then we was killing each other then.
Right.
So it's just this modern, this Western society, this Western world to bring up racism, and you know, so they can make the lighter skinned people, you know, feel more superior than the darker skinned people, and that's anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, you can go in any country, and the lighter skinned people are going to be more superior.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, like, why do you think that? Okay, we go back and look at our ancestors, how they built Wall Street, Black Wall Street, and how they did so much stuff, man, and they stuck together with less resources, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we got so many resources now, right? We got so much technology. Why can we not build our own hospital, our own malls, our own car dealerships, our own? I mean, just everything black owned. Because I watched a documentary with Killer Mike, right? And he tried to buy. He had to try to buy black. Everything black. It was so hard for him just to buy from black people. Period. You see what I'm saying? Even Malcolm X said you can go to any black community. You're gonna have China. You're gonna have all different kind of different restaurants. But if you go to their communities, you're not gonna see a black restaurant there.
Right.
So why do you feel like with everything, technology and everything that we got now, why is it so hard for us to build now than it was back then?
Well, now with technology that we have, we can build, but
hospitals.
But the thing about it is every time we build, they destroy it.
They destroy it, or do we destroy it?
They destroy it. I mean, you just think about, like you say, Black Wall Street. Okay, Black Wall Street was built after slavery and was thriving. It was thriving. I mean, it was doing better than Black Wall Street was doing better than any other state, any other country it was.
Right,
and it was all black people. But what they do, they bombed it.
Right, yeah. I heard about that in Oklahoma, right?
Yeah, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So the government say, hey, these black people doing too good. They doing too good.
So let me ask you this. Okay, so when we had our own Black Wall Street going on, we was in our own community, right? So we were doing good, right?
We were doing great.
So we want to go. So they want to go over there and integrate with the.
No. Black Wall Street was in Oklahoma and was doing their own thing, their own economics and everything. So the government saw how much money they was making. So they bombed Black Wall Street.
So okay, when Martin Luther King said he had a dream that one day we'll hold white boys and white kids will hold hands with one another. Was that his dream or was that our dream?
Well,
we were doing good.
Well, I can't say, Malcolm X.
I mean, Martin Luther King.
Yeah, I know. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X was on two different pages. Malcolm X was the one that said, hey, black people stick together and build your own thing like Black Wall Street.
Right.
Martin Luther King was the one that said, okay, I have a dream that black and white gonna do this here. And actually, I think it's in one of Martin Luther King's speeches where he said, "Hey, I think I
messed up. Yeah. Led my people to a burning building.
To a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And he knows that.
Yeah.
But see, money.
Yeah.
Money would make you do some things,
right.
And then in the end, he got killed.
But okay, Malcolm X, his own people killed him, right?
No, the government killed Malcolm
I thought it was
X.
black people that killed him.
No. When you go back and do your research, it shows in the movie that you had some black guys that raised up out of the crowd when he was making his speech.
Right.
And they shot him with shotguns.
Right, yeah.
Standing on the ground. But when you go back and do your research, the bullets came from up high towards the ceiling. So there was some people. See, so there was some people planted. See, the people downstairs, the people, the black guys that was downstairs with the shotguns, they had blanks. It was a setup. See, you had to go research that.
Yeah.
See, the people that were down, when you look at the Malcolm X movie, and you see the guy standing up with when the guy say, "Take your hand out of my pocket," they start all the ruckus, and then the guys raised up with the shotguns. They had blanks. But when you go and do your research, the bullets actually came down to Malcolm X. Because see, if you go back and look at the movie, if they would have shot up, he was on a platform. So if they would have shot up, he would have jumped up and fell on the ground. But when you go look at the movie, when they shot him, he fell back. So that means the bullets came from the top side of the ceiling. So they had I say snipers or whatever up in the loft of the ceiling. Yeah.
So hey, that's an educational moment, man. Y'all, hey, give it up, man. Hey, look, y'all go and check that movie out, man. Y'all, because I promise you, like, I ain't never think about that. I ain't looking into that deep into it though. You know?
Yeah, I did some research on it.
Yeah.
And when you look at it, the guy said, "Hey, take your hands out of my pocket." So then the dudes jumped up out of the crowd and they shot their shotgun. Well, if you up on a platform,
right,
and I'm down here, and you shoot up with a shotgun,
you're gonna go
up,
right.
So when he didn't go up, he went down.
You shoot down.
So that means the bullets had to come from the top of the building for him to go down. Yeah,
man, that's an educational moment, man. Hey, you gonna have people going back, really paying attention to that part right there, man. You go, man, we gonna get into a little bit. We gonna get a little deep, man. Come
on.
You know how people talk about the Bible. So, what's your talk on about how the Bible, how they saying that's the white man's Bible, and you know what I'm saying, and our religion was stolen from us, and things like that. What's your take on that, man?
Well, the Bible have been rewritten. A lot of things, it's a lot of books of the Bible been taken out, like the Book of Enoch. You got the Apocrypha and all that. You got a lot of books of the Bible that was taken out because of slavery. And when you go back and look at when you go back and really read the Bible, you have to read it carefully. I hadn't read. Now I'm not gonna sit here and tell nobody that I done read the Bible for word, but just like anybody else, we go on YouTube, we go on this, we go on that, and and I've read. I ain't gonna say I've read enough because you can't never read enough of the Bible.
Right.
But the Bible is the original Bible. I put it that way. That was the Bible for our people, for us. When you go back, and if you really go back and start doing a lot of research, the Bible was only written for us, the black people, for Israel. When you go back and you say, okay, John 3:16. So for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, so that whosoever believe in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Well, when you go back and you really research the Bible, he wasn't talking about the Gentiles. He wasn't talking about the other nations. He made a pact with Israel. Israel was Jacob. So you had Jacob and Esau. So Israel, so he changed Jacob's name to Israel, right? So a lot of people saying like, well, uh, God, he loved the world.
Mm-hmm.
The Most High, which, some people call him Yahweh Shai.
Mm-hmm.
Some people call him Yahuwah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of names. He got a lot of names.
Right.
His name, his son named Yeshua, Yahushua. So when you go back and you start looking at some of the old words, some of the old Bible, he wasn't talking about the Gentiles.
Right.
When he said, love my world,
mm-hmm.
he was talking about his people, which he made a covenant with Jacob, mm-hmm. The black people, us.
Right.
See, we are the true Israelites. We are the true Hebrews. We are the true Jews. When you look over there in Israel mm-hmm. right now, those are not the true people. We are the true people of the Bible.
Okay.
So they do everything that they can. So the elite, the Rothschilds and all of the Soros and all of these people that's got these billions and billions, the Gates, Bill Gates and Fauci and all that got it. Man, all of this stuff that we going through now, all of these storms and stuff that we going through now, all of this is man-made because it's a purpose for the reason that they doing all this.
So what's the purpose? What you feel the purpose is?
Well, the purpose is that we have an awakening. Mm-hmm. We have an awakening right now. The Israelites have an awakening. The children of God, of the Most High, have an awakening right now. And as long as, see, when you go back and search the Bible, man, they say Christopher Columbus, you know what? Did you know he was a black man?
No, I thought he was a white man that brought slaves over here on the slave ship, like they explored the world, around America. That's what I was taught in school.
Christopher Columbus was a black man.
Well,
and I can show you that.
But that's what I'm saying. Well, most people say, hey, that's what we was taught in school.
Everything we've been taught is a lie.
And so you've been taught something since from K through 12, so on. That's programmed in your head.
Right, exactly. Mine too.
You know what I'm saying?
But I've learned more. I've learned better now.
Right.
Oh, from K through 12, yeah, I thought the same thing.
Right. Then when you get older, it's like, dang, then you start like, man, I don't know. Then you get confused. I don't know what to believe. Do I believe this?
I'm going to tell you something.
Or do I believe that?
I'm going to tell you something. That's why they want to take TikTok away.
Why?
TikTok reveals everything.
I'm not on TikTok, man. Hey, I'm not on TikTok. Shout out to all the TikTok people, man. Shout out to all the TikTok folks out there, y'all. Shout out. Yeah. Okay. Look, man. Hey, shoot, we can go on and on with this thing, man. We're gonna do a part 2. Hey, we're gonna come back with this, man. Hey,
I'm on a mission, so no competition, yeah. You fuck up my vision, yeah. Now you can't run, cause these niggas be snitching. All in your business like they some little bitches. Well, baby, on your side, you're living good. Ain't got the time to play no game, no way, hey. And baby, on your side, you're living good. And stack that paper till I'm blue in the face, I'm just out here living.